And welcome. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. We're so glad to have you back.
Yeah, I hope everybody had a great weekend.
How was your concert?
It was, I saw Greg there. He was down front, but
The Boy George concert.
Yeah, I mean that's the only music besides old country music that Greg listens to.
Is a little bit of comma comma.
Yeah.
Did Boy George really have anything other than that one song?
He had a few. I'm
gonna say that he was a little different than us.
Well, that's what drew him and Greg together.
That's what it was.
Yeah, when Greg had hair, he would wear makeup too.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's probably that. I remember I was, I think, a teenager when that come out, and I remember watching that video, going, "Huh,
who is that?
I'd never seen anything like that before."
What is that?
And then, lo and behold, 30 years later, that's like normal now.
Yeah, we see that at Walmart.
Yes, we do. It's amazing how in each lifetime what another generation never saw what you and I have seen in ours. What in the world is coming for the next generation?
Our grandparents. We've had a few people that celebrated 100 years in the nursing home as a birthday, and
right.
You just really want to sit down and talk to them and say, what's the changes that really stayed in your memory, that's taken place?
I can remember my dad talking about the first time that they got a phone in their home.
Yeah.
We always had one. We didn't have, the technology of a telephone. You were connected to a wall, but boy, all that changed. I remember the talk of one day you'll be able to see who you're talking to, and I thought, right.
Yeah, there was a movie out that had that on there, and you're like, that is not going to happen. We're not going to have the Dick Tracy watch, and we've got a Dick Tracy watch.
And I can remember watching Enemy of the State with Will Smith going, they can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's child's play as to what the U.S. of A. government can do.
Yeah, that's, it's scary.
It is, and there's things that you don't know even exist.
Woo, and Melanie out there, they shared their anniversary.
How many?
32 years on January 1st, yesterday. Congratulations. That's awesome.
I feel that I need to say this. Had they married the 31st, they'd have got some tax credit there for the year before, wouldn't they?
Yeah, just one day.
Yeah, what? Where was your financial advisor during all this?
Yeah, or at least just write it in. We can help you with that.
We're good at those kind of things.
Yeah.
I read what polls say, and sometimes I struggle with what the American people say. They really want them what they do. They've done a survey, and they feel that America needs a strong man, a man that can be president, that sometimes will bend the rules for the betterment of America. Didn't we already have that?
Well, we had that.
Yeah, he got thrown out for doing the right thing for America.
Yeah, because everybody got scared because he was going after the ones who were forming the backside of America, if you say.
And you look at the thing, I remember people saying, why get out of the UN? Well, there are so many people that don't understand that the United States of America was funding probably 85% of the UN. We paid for it all. And everybody else just kind of sat around. He goes, y'all pay up or we get out.
And that's the only fair thing to do.
Yeah.
Take into an account what your economy is. Because if you go and look, our economy it's all right. Our economy is doing better than a lot of other countries. But y'all remember now, what are we, $80 trillion in debt?
Yep, it wouldn't take much. And also, if you remember back, I could remember this coming up. There's a lot of us, I'd never really thought about it. We protect other countries. We fly our jets. Something happened there, and they were paying us like $20,000 a year. And he goes, whoa, wait a minute. It cost us that to fire up one plane. If we're going to protect your sky, you got to pay us. What is wrong with that? You need somebody that puts their fist down and goes, look, you're not going to trample on us anymore. The American taxpayer needs help, and you're going to pay your part if we help you. We do need that.
It's only normal to do that. You know, you look at these some of these other countries. Now, to us, they're not the same beliefs as we.
No, they're not
at all. But how long have those countries been in existence?
When you go England, it's been around for a little while, hasn't it?
You know, they're 2,000 years old at least. I mean, they go back before some of those BC. We're not. We're a very young nation. Yeah, somewhere around in there. What, 260? What is our birthday?
Yeah, we'll do some arithmetic here in a minute.
Yeah, so here we are. We're the youngest nation, major nation, and we're trying to tell superpower, and we're trying to tell everybody else that's been around since the beginning of time how to live in your country. And that's not the way it should be. We should look, this is how we do it over here in our country. You have freedoms in this country. This is what our country was founded on. This is how we live over here. If you would like to be like our country, then you can make some changes. But this is how our country
But we really got to stop paying for everybody else's thing.
And if they want
finance other countries' wars.
Yes.
It goes on, and that's just what we know about. We hate it, but at the end of the day, the taxpayer, the great American guy that gets out of bed, and woman that struggles at 3:30 trying to find a pair of boots to make it down there to eat a ham sandwich.
Just to make it through the day.
And then
so we can allow
others.
people to come from another country to bring their beliefs over here and change ours.
And
allow people to come in from other countries to come in, and we pay living expense, health care, unemployment. We pay all that to them. They're not from here. They're not an American citizen. And yet we can't even take care of our own American citizens.
Saw a scam, Odie, and as I look at this, I've never heard of it, but I guess there's all types out there. A lady went to work. She comes home. Her driveway is missing. The company, her concrete, and they go, oops, we made a mistake. Then another company comes in and goes, we can replace this to fix this with minimal cost. And they say it's a scam to where it's a two-part thing where one company claims and then you end up paying for the driveway and you're going to be reimbursed, and it's a scam. Watch these people. Call the popo should you suspect anything weird like that. Yeah. That happened in Florida, and what happens in Florida can trickle its way here.
If someone's digging up your neighbor's driveway,
might ought to
call the cops.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to replace a driveway. Now, unless it's already tore slap up.
Yeah.
But nobody in the right mind is just going to say, hey, you want a new driveway, baby?
I just, boy. It's there's con artists everywhere. We see this. Yeah. Man's best friend, and there's more to this than you know. We do see that California, a German Shepherd went to a house, and I've heard stories about dogs and being so loyal, and it kept nudging the neighbor. The neighbor follows it, and their owner had passed away, been there for several days, and the dog had been with it. The dog went to get him. They're really our heroes. They're your friend, and it's touching. I've heard of, there's a story I read a couple, 3-4 years ago, back at World War II, to where the dog went with the man to the train station when he went off to war. Well, he never came home, and the dog every day went to the train station for like 10 years, every day, and sat there and waited for him to get off the train. Touching.
I remember that story. Yeah.
There's always a pet nearby. If you don't have a best friend, check into one of these shelters. They need homes. And it's cold right now. Make sure your best friend is warm tonight. Scotty Ray and Odie, we'll be right back.
Need an expert to repair a rock peck or cracked windshield? Call Advanced Auto Glass by Joey for quality workmanship and customer service. Convenient same-day service, as well as in-house calibration for vehicle safety systems. Reliable mobile service is available in Clark, Kemper, Neshoba, Lauderdale, and Newton counties for all cars, trucks, and heavy equipment. Book your appointment today for custom tinting, It can reduce temps, fading, glare, and more. Improve the safety and enhance the appearance of your vehicle today with services from Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
When you gear up and journey out, nothing but you and the wilderness for miles. Just remember, you're the boss. Steel MS-271 Farm Boss, built for the toughest jobs.
Still available in Meridian at Wilson Saw and Outdoor Power, 71 Highway 19 North behind Waters International. Welcome back. Your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. We had an incident last night. Whenever you hear the word motorcycle involved in an accident, it's scary. But when it's a motorcycle versus pedestrian, it even scares you more. Now, to our knowledge, there were some injuries, but not life-threatening as we go here to take a look. This would happen on 13th Street and 45th Avenue involving it, and that could easily happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrible. It's
So
terrible.
be careful. Keep an extra eye out, whether you're a rider or walker. Sometimes when it's night, you can't see people. Just always keep in mind if you're walking, just take it for granted they don't see you.
I mean, exactly. And I'm not saying this because I don't know anything about that incident, but stay on the sidewalk, and you only use crosswalks across the street. And I know there's some areas that don't have a sidewalk, but if there's a sidewalk, use the sidewalk.
Absolutely.
But man.
One thing to keep in mind. Now, the big story that across Mississippi that is affecting us all is the suspected murderer, rapist, that is on the loose in the state of Mississippi. And let's pull this up and take a look here of what we've got. This is what he looks like. This is him inside a gas station buying gas. Now, he has also robbed a Subway. I want y'all to get a good look at this, and we're going to post some more pictures of this. A $5,000 reward is being offered here. Samuel Patrick is his name. Here's the tag number. This is, I would say that's a late 90s model Ford Ranger.
Ford Ranger.
It's a disabled tag with the DBW 5119 is the tag number. He's been in this vehicle since Thursday. What he would do would rob a Subway yesterday around 2 p.m. right here. If you'll see, that's Woodville, Mississippi, Fort Adams, and we go back over here to Liberty, Mississippi. Due north of there, up 61, is Natchez, Mississippi. What went on with all of this? Well, after he robbed this store, he would head north on 61. Let me see if I've got a map to where we could pull this up here and go down toward Natchez down here. Let me pull this up here where we can get a good look at where he is and what's going on across the state of Mississippi. There's Baton Rouge, there's Jackson, Mississippi. As we go south, down in this area here is going to be Natchez. There's Port Gibson. Blow it up a little bigger, maybe I can. There's Crystal Springs, I see that. There's Meadville. Natchez, Mississippi, right here. He was right here. This is Woodville, Mississippi. He robbed a Subway. He would go north on 61. This takes you back to Natchez. Now, here is the area over here. Anywhere in the state of Mississippi this man could be at this point. What did he get yesterday? He got $153, a meatball sandwich. He was toting 2 guns. One was a revolver, which holds 6 shots, and an AR-15 style type rifle. That's what he has on him. He robbed the store with that. A woman was raped. She was shot in the head and then burned alive. This is what the capability of this man. Now, this is the same guy. Let me go back to this map here, Odie, and pull this up. This is the same guy that stole a truck that was right here. It started out right here. A friend of mine, it was their truck. Stole it. He drove it to Jackson, and as I talked to law enforcement agencies that night, they said, well, we've seen it go past the flock cameras several times. They'd seen it over there by around the Capitol.
Just couldn't catch up with it.
Well, he ends up ditching that vehicle, steals another one in Brandon, and drives all the way to Newton. Goes down here and has a wreck on Highway 80. Hit a light pole, if you remember, running from the police.
Yeah.
He would then go from there over to Meehan and steal another truck. Now, he's been on the run now for, what, 3 weeks?
It's been 3 weeks.
He did what you would call, I guess, petty crimes in the beginning, and then it turned into a major crime. Could this turn into others? Yes. As always, we're criminals, and you've been around this more than I know, but when they're out like this, he's way away from the Meridian area right now, from Newton County down around south of Natchez. They run out of money. They go back to the place they know, to where they can call upon friends to get help. Keep that in mind.
He doesn't have anything to lose.
No.
Couple weapons, a handgun and a long gun. This guy is, he knows that this is not something that he's going to be just bonding out real easy like. What he's done is horrendous. We need to pray for everybody that's involved.
We'll make another poster today with the many different pictures that he has. But
yeah.
Samuel, he goes by Sammy Patrick, rape, capital murder charge is what they've got a pending on him, a suspect in this. From what I understand, there is video evidence to back all of these claims up. The sooner he is arrested and taken into custody, the safer the state of Mississippi and its citizens will be.
Armed and dangerous. If you see him, don't try and stop him. Call law enforcement.
And watch this as you're getting up early to go to work in darkness as you go out your door. Who isn't? You lose track and you just walk out the door towards your car. Pay attention to your surroundings, because somebody like this can be waiting in the dark for you to open your door to take your car, take your money, or do whatever he wants. With
it this cold, people are going to go outside, crank up their vehicle, go back inside, let it warm up while they finish getting dressed. This isn't, I know it's cold, but this isn't the time to do that. Don't stop at the gas station and let your car stay running. Do not give this guy another way to steal a vehicle to get farther away from law enforcement.
Again, this was in South Mississippi, but once we got the information, it was 4 hours later. He was spotted in Woodville, which is south of Natchez, Mississippi. Then he was headed north back toward Natchez. You put 4 hours on somebody in a vehicle, they can make travel a lot of ground.
Yeah.
And that was at 2:00 yesterday afternoon. Where could he be in the state now? Yes, he could have went to Louisiana. If you're on the Louisiana line, y'all be on the lookout. Odds are it may be a Mississippi thing, but we want you safe. At the end of the day, that's what all of this is about.
Exactly.
So prayers for the state, and let's hope this man is brought into custody. I want to bring this up. Let me find this, Odie, where we can bring this up. Condolences to family members.
Yes.
Someone was going down 14th Avenue yesterday afternoon up toward the hospitals, and they noticed someone in the park. They stopped and they didn't look well. They called police and Metro Ambulance. The police would arrive on the scene, and the person would be discovered deceased. He was a 60-ish-year-old man. It is natural causes. He passed away there at the park. Again, we can't say condolences enough to the family members. I was there when they arrived, and there's just absolutely nothing you can say to make someone feel better at that point in time. My heart goes out to them.
It's extremely sad, and definitely sending prayers.
And you just, and no one ever knows how you'll react when you get the news of a loved one that has lost their life. It happens.
Yeah.
Ashley, how are you doing there? Margie Lancaster is up saying hello to us. We do appreciate that.
We got all kind of stuff going on.
Oh yeah, we do. Let's see here. A Dog's Tale. That was a good movie. 10 years after.
Huh.
That was, yeah. Get your Kleenex near. Brenda says it is a good movie. What was the show where the dog took...
Lassie?
No, Reincarnation, where they had that thing where the guy had the dog. And then he comes back in another dog's body, and he goes, there's no way it could be him.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What's his name? He was in Switch. Quaid. Isn't that his name? Dennis Quaid? Is that right?
Was it Dennis Quaid?
What's his name? A Dog's Life? A Dog Story?
A Dog Story.
I think that's it. Who is the main star on that? That was a very touching movie. You know, he was a German Shepherd police dog. Then he was a dog that was mistreated by someone that didn't feed him and take it. Oh, break your heart.
Yeah, now that's something. My dad was not a huge animal lover, but Mama is, and we all had animals. He didn't. Dennis Quaid.
It was. Boy, he played that part good.
He wasn't going. He wasn't going to tell us no. We couldn't have pets. We had pets, but his biggest thing was, I might not like them so much, but if you're going to have them, you're going to take care of them.
Oh, and you always should.
And he would get out and say something to people at their house. You know, like, "Hey, don't you see it's cold and rainy out here, and your dog's shivering with that big chain around his neck under a tree? You want me to take that dog, or you going to take that dog inside?"
I'm going to tell you something. I talk to my dogs all day long.
I do too.
They ride with me, talk to me, sit in my lap. I share my food with them. They just want to be, just like humans, they want to be loved. So that's what it's all about there. Ashley says we got her scared to go to Wally World.
Well, look, don't be scared. Go to Walmart, but pay attention to every single thing that's going on around you. This little fella right here, the old gut, if it's telling you something, think twice about it. If you don't feel like you're real safe when you walk out that door, go walk back in.
Yeah.
Just pay attention to what's going on around you. Know what's going on around you.
That's right.
And be safe.
More coming up with Scotty Ray and Odie as we've got you underway on a Tuesday. It's cold. 22 in some areas, 27 in others.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
And welcome back. Your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. Tragedy as struck yesterday morning as we had a report of a stolen car in a wreck. We would soon find out that the car was occupied by 5 people, and each one of these would be teenagers. We learned that one died at the scene early yesterday morning. It would be late yesterday afternoon that we would learn that the second person has died from this wreck. As we go here to take a look here, this is what it looked like, Odie, of the car. Let me close that where you see that.
Yeah.
It rolled and caught on fire.
Stolen vehicle, out for a joyride or so.
Yeah.
And ended up having a wreck. And now we've got 2 lives lost and at least one that's not in
Doing
real
so
good
well.
shape. Definitely need prayers on this. The parents having to deal with that this time of year.
It's just it's a sad situation.
You know, now as the driver, underage, a juvenile, you've got
Numerous charges that could be.
Yeah, because you broke into a house, you stole keys, you stole a car.
Right.
So now you've got felony. Well, now during that felony, you've lost 2 lives at your hand.
What is that called when someone dies due to your negligence? What is
Capital murder.
Is that what that is?
If you, during the actions of a felony, then that's
it could go
capital
that
murder.
high. No, we don't know that that's what will happen, but that's
will they
worst
try
case.
him for an adult as an adult?
And I don't know the exact age of the person. I just know the term teenager. So there's a lot of factors that we don't know. But also at the same time, you have to have compassion of a mother and a father that have lost a child. We feel for them. We truly do. It's a bad situation all the way around. And again, you back up from this and you think of those first responders that showed up on that scene.
Felony manslaughter.
Manslaughter.
So, okay.
Vehicular homicide is another word there. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think felony manslaughter is going to cover
Go above that.
all above that. Yeah.
And I don't know whether that falls upon, is it the police or the DA that makes charges? Like I don't know who decides.
It'll be the DA.
The DA.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy. This is tough. This is stuff you read about in other states happening right here in our own town.
Yeah, right here, and these kids' lives changed forever. You just hate that.
Yeah, I have so many thoughts on this. We try to bring you the news as it happens, headlines, and let you know when things are going on. It's one of those things when we break stories like that and say somebody ran from the scene. It's telling you if you see them, call the police so they can come apprehend whoever it is. We have a lot of folks that run from the law. Odie, amongst everything that was going on yesterday, we had those that, well, fireworks just wasn't enough.
Wasn't loud enough.
It wasn't loud enough. So, well, go get your pistola. We did have a home that was shot at yesterday. This would happen in the 400 block of 41st Avenue. No one was hurt. But boy, right down the road from there, we would have more shots fired. We had to send Scooby-Doo in to try to solve this mystery.
The mystery machine.
It was down around Davis Courts, and there was a lot of gunfire. Now, as always, this time of year, I don't put something unless I 100% know that it was gunfire. Is there others that were gunfire? Most likely, but we've had a lot of firecrackers go off, so I'm very cautious in July and also during the month of December and early January that it could be fireworks. We give it the benefit of the doubt, but always keep your tippy toes up and watch what's going on around you.
You mean fireworks in the city?
Say it ain't so.
Well, I mean, there's a law that says you can't shoot fireworks in
Really?
the city.
Yeah, you can do it in the county.
And
Yeah, that's not enforced.
that's okay.
Yeah, at all. Nor is the curfew of you need to be home by 11 o'clock. Or we could pull you over. No, that's not enforced either. Why? We don't have enough officers. It's not the patrolman's fault. They're busy.
They're doing everything they can do. Everything they can do.
It is, and we do feel for them. I wanted to mention this. Hang on here. Let me go back over here and see if I can get this real quick. We had a fender bender early this morning, and it did involve a police officer and a deer. It all happened there on Highway 39. This would be in the 7,000 block. This would be up past due north of Robert Barham Family Funeral Home, up past where Northeast Middle School is.
Yeah.
No one was hurt, but deer didn't feel too good after that.
And they're moving with it. These low temps like this, they're going to be, they're bedded down, but they're going to move too.
That's right.
Early morning.
Teresa wanted to know, do we have a curfew? We do in the city limits of Meridian, and I think it's 11. Again, I'd have to go back and double check on that, but I think it's around 11 o'clock.
Well, for underage. For juveniles, it's got to, I think.
17 and under, maybe.
It's been a while since I've looked at it.
And I don't know where we can read those of what the rules and regulations are.
Cassie's saying, I was being facetious with my remark a minute ago, but that's it. I mean, the laws are for law-abiding citizens. You see felons with guns all the time. You see fireworks. Look, as little as that law is, it's still against the law to shoot fireworks inside the city.
Yeah, it is. We all know that.
People coming across our borders. I mean, what laws out there are people even upholding? That's a federal
That's
law.
right.
We close our borders, what we need to do. Oh, wait a minute. We tried that, didn't we?
Yeah, they got rid of him for doing that.
Yeah.
Boy. Edinburgh was smoky yesterday. And when I mean smoky, it was very smoky there as we had a grass fire there. And, of course, this would take place there. You can see it going on there. Boy, there's a lot of it. Had to watch what you were doing around the Dollar General yesterday there in Edinburgh. It's the talk of the town there.
I'm telling you, just to remind y'all, if y'all have got a fire going out there and you're clearing off some land and that smoke goes over a roadway, that smoke belongs to you, and if it causes a wreck, you are liable for what happens with that wreck. Like
Here's an example of a fire that got out burning boxes and it jumped. If it's windy for any reason, it's not worth throwing a match on it.
And you saw that one firsthand.
Sure did. Well, that was bright. As you'll see, there's firemen over here fighting it. And I'd never seen it. And I guess what's this big black plastic thing on the end of a hoe rake that they go out and stomp fire with? What's that called?
It's just a...
Is a piece of black
piece of
rubber
or something like an old...
on a hoe handle.
Yeah, and you just go out there and beat the fire.
Yeah, I saw Stanley Lucky directing traffic. Go out there and beat it. Go. I said, I ain't messing with the chief.
Yeah.
But the fires are quick. I am terrified of them because I've had one. Me and my father-in-law, 20 years ago, going to do a burn pile. No, it's not windy. All across the pasture it went. Here come Bailey.
You go.
It happens.
It doesn't take long for it to
It gave
start
me
moving.
respect. I've often been told rumors of my grandfather in Scuba, Mississippi each year catching the town on fire. Just had to burn the pasture off. Always got out of hand.
Always got out of hand.
Replacing the neighbor's fence post every year. Those things happen. Scotty Ray and Odie, we're coming back.
Man.
We're going to tell you what happened on this day in history in just a moment. Y'all don't rush off. Your next appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigeration on Highway 19 North. If you've been trying to locate a freezer, drop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers. A showroom full of stoves, gas, and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen, Amana, and delivery is available. With a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. and by appointment after hours and weekends.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
If it's crossed your mind about a new tractor, visit my friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 here in Collinsville. They got any style, any size that you're looking for. And right now, you can take advantage of getting a new tractor, a trailer, and a bush hog, all for $31,000, 0% interest for 84 months. Yeah, 0% for 84 months. Also, a great service department to work on any tractor that you have. From bush hogs, disc, and tillers, see it all at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494 in Collinsville. And welcome back. We see Sandy White has headbutted a deer.
Oh, poor old Sandy.
Done messed up her car.
Well, we know where you need to take it.
That's right. Oh, Chet will help you out
That's
there.
it.
If you happen to get bumped into a deer, see our friend Chet. He was out bright and early this morning. 22 wherever Chet was. He didn't tell me where he was, but it was cold. But deer move, as we said, a lot during this cold weather. And if you happen to have an accident, drop into Chet's Paint Body. You'll find them there in Center Hill community, and they will do everything they can to make it as quick and as painless as you can.
That's the good part. Let them do all the work, and you don't even have to worry about it.
Today is Tuesday. We're in the second day of January. Time just seems to be flying. Next month, we will celebrate our 4th year of doing what we do. We cannot do this without y'all.
Wow.
We do appreciate it.
That's awesome. 4 years.
We've covered a lot of ground in 4 years. I've learned a lot in 4 years. Each day, I learn something a little better to handle a situation, to get it quicker to the people, to where you'll know what's going on in your communities. At the end of the day, it boils down to this. We cannot do this without you. Y'all make up what we do, every inch of it, every day. God bless you and thank you.
You didn't think you'd ever have this much knowledge and technology, did you?
No, I did not. Technology, y'all, is something else.
Oof.
But again, at the end of the day, it is you, the people that see and report things to us to where we can get a hold of authorities and get to the bottom of something. It's all because of you. Always let us know if you see something. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Even if you think, well, I bet somebody's already told him. Tell me anyway, because it helps us. We get
more
to
the
it.
merrier.
I get a lot from Newton, let me tell you. Woo, doggy. Rumor is there was a few little gunshots over there. As a matter of fact, let me see what area. No one was hurt. I first got a report that someone may have been hurt yesterday in Newton, but it was not. I've got, let's see here, over near Jenkins Street. We did have some bang bangs go up. No one was hurt, though.
I'm glad.
Dang me. They ought to take a rope. And my uncle used to love me till she died. Trailers for sale or rent. He was born upon this date, Roger Miller, 1936, king of the road. And let me tell you, he done a lot of songs.
Yes, he did.
He was funny, wasn't he?
He was funny. He was an awesome artist.
I guess you would rank Trailers for Sale or Rent being his biggest.
Yeah. That's what he's going to be known for the most.
Yeah, I was trying to think back of some more of the lyrics of that song. It was just great. There's been a lot. Randy Travis done a version of it that was good. He just really hit a home run with that. Let's see what else went on this day, Odie. It's bound to be something else that was entertaining.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
What do you say about this guy?
You know, this guy has been in everybody's home for years.
Three times
talking about
over.
Animals, yeah.
Jack Hanna. He was kind of like America's Zoo Man, wasn't he?
He was. You know, you had, what's his name from Down Under?
Yeah.
Crikey. Steve. But Jack Hanna, you know, was going on shows and always bringing different animals and education.
Am I right in saying that he's still alive, but didn't he get a bad case of dementia or something here in the last diagnosis with that?
I want to hear something. Yeah, I believe so. That's terrible.
Let's see here. What else do we have? Oh, we know this guy. This is what you would call falling from grace.
Yeah.
I can still remember because my grandmother gave to Jimmy Swaggart whether she was going to eat or not. And she was in an awful way. Jim Baker also had people. I can remember Jimmy Swaggart saying, God, please forgive me for I have sinned. We all sinned. Jim Baker's was really brought to light. He was born on this day back in 36. You'll remember him. Had a little...
An old Faye right there.
Yeah. If something looks too good, it probably is too good. Remember that.
Well, she was a different woman every day. It just depends on how thick makeup she put on.
Always send your money. That's what they always ask for. Be cautious on because he ended up being just basically a con artist. Jessica? What was that girl's name? Ended up in a little magazine a few months after
Con or something.
Jessica Hahn. Jessica Hahn. That's been a year ago. But if you'll remember Tammy Faye, that makeup. and then after they left that network, I don't remember the woman's name, and she never done anything wrong. I'm just saying when I looked at the makeup, I thought, I can't believe you. Whoever took her slot on that show. It was a little loud, and I thought, you're not setting a hook on me.
Not going to do this again.
Jan, maybe was that woman's name?
I don't remember.
He was. We need to look up a picture of it.
Find that out.
Yeah, because it was kind of scary there. One of the best. You will remember his son, without a doubt. Three's Company, come and knock on our door.
Come and knock on our door.
But his dad is why he made it, because he trailblazed before him. His Tex Ritter passed away on this date, 1974. Can you believe that?
Wow.
He was. Tex Ritter was a man among men. Everybody knew Tex Ritter.
Yeah.
1974, this nasty thing happened. And it's nasty, isn't it?
Well, it was terrible.
And it still is in
Just
some areas of America.
Yeah.
What was that song? I Can't Drive 55?
Yeah, was it Van Halen?
Somebody done that.
Yeah.
But it went into law in 74. I can remember as a kid hearing that. Texas, it's 85. Don't mess with Texas.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's a moneymaker is what that is. And let's just be honest. Let's scrape everything away. It's for you to get a speeding ticket. And
do they still make vehicles that have the highlighted 55 on the dashboard?
I don't have one that new.
You know, I don't.
I'm too good to have a speedometer that works.
Yeah. You know, every car you got, it had 55 was highlighted, you know, to let you know you're using too much gas.
Yeah, that used to do that.
Yeah.
I had one time I had to use a GPS thing so it'd show how fast I was going. The thing had broke.
Ooh.
We all have that one friend that's got one of those. 1960, he said, hey, I want to be your president, and he would be. It just didn't work out well in the end. JFK announced his run for presidency in the United States in 1960. Can we believe that's been 64 years?
Wow.
Man, that's a lifetime ago.
Yeah.
1981, they released it on this date. It was called Drifter. A girl named Sylvia. Y'all remember her? You might remember her better for the song called Snapshot.
Oh, no, that I remember that song.
You're Nobody Called Today, and she hung up when I asked her name. Woo. Nowadays, that just typically doesn't happen because of the caller ID. Your nobody would be somebody.
Yeah.
But back in the day, when it was the old rotary phone, you could hang up and they wouldn't know who you were.
Where everybody had one phone number.
Yeah.
Now everybody's got their own.
And I remember John Snyder doing it. And y'all think back on this. He had a song called At the Sound of the Tone. It's about his girlfriend, wife, leaving him a message on his answering machine saying goodbye. Tough stuff there. 1968. This is one of the saddest songs. Do you know the song?
If I heard it, not that sad.
1968, Merle Haggard would release this song, Sing Me Back Home. What is that about? If you've never heard this, I want y'all to make a mission somewhere today to go listen to this. You know, Merle spent time in prison. He was there at San Quentin when Johnny Cash sang on stage, and he realized this is where I want to go. Being in jail, you see things. And it's a prisoner sitting in a jail as a guy's being escorted down the hall to be executed. And he's asking for his last wish as he goes down the hall, let my friend take my guitar and sing me back home. Wow. Of the songs my mom used to sing. It's touching of someone that is going to the end of their life and what's going through their mind. And that's what that's about. Sing me back home.
Wow.
In a roundabout way, it would almost make you think of Craig and I Was Almost Home, about the homeless guy that's about what's fixing to happen. We would lose an actor, and he often said, little buddy.
Little buddy.
Does he remind you of Greg any?
Yeah, he does.
I guess I'm going to have to start calling you Gilligan. You two run around together a whole lot. As we would lose the skipper today. His real name was Alan Hale. We have to get him a little outfit. What do you think? He would look good in
He
that,
would look good in it.
Alan Hale passed
Give
away.
him a hat. You know, he did a lot of westerns.
He sure did. Gunsmoke, he was on there a lot. Hang 'em High. Do you remember that? He was one of the ones that nabbed Clint Eastwood and done him wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
Clint brought him back to justice.
He's on a couple, Perry Mason a couple times.
He was a big old boy, too.
He was. Yeah.
But that happened on that. We would lose a figure of country music on this day. You'll remember him from The Bird of Paradise and Out Behind the Barn. He hung out with a guy called Brad Paisley. Brad Paisley and him became really, really close friends, and he included him in tons and tons of videos. Who are we talking about? Little Jimmy Dickens. That's how and that just kind of shows you they're standing up against Trace Atkins.
Oh, yeah. Of course, now Trace is a big old boy.
Trace is, I got to look up to him. Major.
He ain't no little fella himself.
Let me tell you something. He wears a 16 shoe.
Well, he's got to walk up to a doorbell backwards just to ring it.
Yes, he does. But serious stuff there. I just, big old boys, we ain't quite as tall as they are we?
No.
Let's see what else happened on today in history there. Ooh,
Jim put on here, Tex Ritter was the original owner of the California Angels, owned them for almost 35 years. And I guess that's the California baseball team was the Angels, wasn't it?
That sounds right.
I believe it was. And Jim's big into the baseball. So, wow. I did not know that he had ties into the California Angels. That's pretty cool.
Huh. We always learn something, don't we?
Alan McGator said Trace and him are the same height. And Alan McGator's a tall one. So, yeah.
You've got to work with me on this because I didn't know this. Is it the word genre? Is that because Angie always tells me I say it wrong.
On the genre?
I am saying it wrong.
Genre.
I always say it like John and then draw on it. What
yeah,
genre?
leave the other
It's wrong.
Genre.
Folks, I try. Now, I'm not going to make it to CNN, but it's okay.
We don't want to be on CNN. I think we've already passed their network standings, too.
There you go. Think back with me to the early 70s when this group was big. It was a man and a woman. I think they may have even been married. They were called, what was their big song? You should know this. And I'm blank.
I ain't
Who can
not
tell
got
us?
a clue.
The Captain and Tennille? What was their big song? It was real, what do you call that style of music?
I have no idea.
It's not elevator music, but it's, I guess,
polka?
pop. It was pop back in the day. Come on now,
I
work
don't
with me.
remember them at all.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, hang on here.
Somebody out there in
Love
and
can
TV.
bring us together. That's it.
is that who sung it?
Yeah.
All right, Ruben's on it.
Muskrat Love, I forgot about that, where they had the little at the beginning of the song. Y'all remember that, don't you? A lot of people are saying this Muskrat Love. But that love will keep us together. But he passed away on this day back in 2019. His name was Daryl Dragon. Dragon is how you would say that. I forgot to put the hyphen in there.
Yeah, it'd be.
But look at everybody remembers that song.
I don't. I remember the song, but I don't know who sings it. Amy gets me all the time. Who is this? I don't know. What's the name of the song? I don't know, but you're singing it. Doesn't mean I don't know the song and I don't know the words, but I can't tell you who sings it and I don't know what they call it.
They're saying we can't sing.
Well, we can't sing.
Is that, am I, you better shop around? That's all I know of that was a song too.
Is that it?
That's a different one. You better shop around. And that's the only lyric I remember of that. You need to install Shazam up on your phone
I
today.
used to have it so I could come up with who it was.
You hold it in front of your speakers or whatever's playing, and it tells you what song it is. Interesting there.
Yeah.
Do we got anything? Oh, back in 2022, and they still hadn't played the final season as we're trying to figure out what went on.
Yeah.
But on the cover of TV Guide, which we didn't even know there was still a TV Guide, Yellowstone made the cover.
Wow. Old Britt said Gene Autry owned the Angels.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So,
Well, we learn a little bit something each day.
yeah. We got a couple more days in history.
What do we got?
17 years ago today,
What happened?
Mason Bradley was brought into this world.
Oh.
So happy birthday to Mason Bradley. It's Alligator's son.
Uh-huh.
So happy birthday. And then I've got a special birthday that I got to push out.
Okay, tell me.
My lovely wife, Amy, has a birthday today.
Get out of here.
So, yep. So if y'all see her, wish her a happy birthday. She is now officially older than me.
How old would that be? Let's see if he's going to do it.
She is 53.
Boy, that takes guts.
She's happy about it. She is beautiful for 53. She's beautiful anyway.
Woo, y'all hear
53.
this? He is wanting a brownie cake later.
So, yes.
We wish you luck on finding a way to make her day bright.
Yeah, we got to work on that. So she's got a good day to come. So.
And we got to get Britt Gully back in here to do a couple songs with us.
we
We
do.
ain't heard from Britt in a while.
You get your cuz back in here.
That's right. We'll be right back as the morning travels along. Scotty Ray and Odie.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally Collinsville Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Welcome back. Scotty Ray and Odie, as a Tuesday morning has arrived, a chilly day. 27 to 23 wherever you may be this morning, kind of depending upon what part of the U.S. of A. you're standing on right now. It's cold.
Whew. Yeah, it is chilly.
A couple of things that we wanted to mention of folks that need a little extra help as we go here. The first one we're going to show is somebody that lived in Scuba, Joey Dufour, who has had multiple strokes, and they have set up a fund for him. You can go here and click on this to donate to help him out. He's in a hospital, and we wish him luck and prayers and Godspeed. We also have a youngster in our area that's been diagnosed with cancer. His dad works as an instructor out at MCC. As we pull this up, this is also on our Facebook page if you'd like to make a donation with this. The child has cancer in his arm. We send prayers to the family. We cannot stress enough of how heartfelt our message goes out for them.
Yeah, definitely prayers involved with all of that. Man, that's...
And again, if you'd like to donate, it's there on our page if you'd like to help them anyway. And also, you can always do it in person with someone. There's bound to be someone that you know who knows someone. You can give it directly to them.
Yeah.
In any way. Let's see here. We had a very short car chase on Paulding. As we go back to this, would be coming in yesterday morning. I didn't get a chance to talk about it, but it was a short car chase as it started right here at 42nd. Let's take a right turn and whoop, let's run in the house.
They didn't go but a couple blocks.
Yep. A word to the wise, they still follow you in the house if they can see you. You will get a free ride downtown, which you did.
Behind this door, they won't see me. Oops.
Brush fires are common. We've had a bunch of those over the last couple of days. And we did have also a foot chase that ended with an arrest. This happened early on coming into January 1st. I didn't get a chance to mention this. They had pulled someone over and said, "We need to see your ID." And they turned to do that. And what did they do?
Boogie there, boogie there. Wow.
They get an 8x10 glossy for their family photo album for the new year now. Nothing like getting that great shot.
That's it.
Always smile.
You're going to get away for a little while. They know who you are.
We had this brought in. We have an object that has been stolen, and I'm being honest, I've never seen one of these, but apparently they're not cheap. Cable that goes in there to hold the cable where they can pull it has been stolen. As we pull this up, there is a reward for this. $250 is what they're offering that. It was taken off the Decatur Conahatta Road. If you'd like to know more about that, know where it is, inbox us. We'll get you fixed up with who can get you some money, and so long as they get their product back is what they're wanting.
That's right.
Can't be having people taking things. Let's see here. The last day of January, and I didn't get a chance, Odie, to bring this up yesterday because we ran out of time. We had a Cadillac. It was like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang on Poplar Springs Drive. It can fly. It can fly. And it did for a short distance until it found Mr. Pine Tree.
Oh, gravity took over.
It did. Let me close that where you can get a good look at this. Is Poplar Springs Drive, right before you get to the end of it there, where it would run into Highway 39.
Yeah.
A Cadillac. It went in the air. We see sheriff's deputies all the way around it. See that tree there? It would just hit that and come back down.
Yeah, that didn't feel too good.
It didn't, and we're going to go ahead and call this a teetotal loss there. The end of the line for that caddy.
Yeah.
He was taken for medical care. I think it was not life-threatening, but let me tell you, he didn't feel too good yesterday morning.
No.
There's absolutely no way you could feel good after going through that many bumps and shakes, being involved in a wreck there. Let's see. They had a little fire in Mount Olive, Mississippi. As we see this, they were doing fireworks there in the town, and the grass caught on fire. Good thing the local volunteer fire department was close by.
Ooh, that can't be good.
Yeah. Let's see here. As we look at Meridian, we talked about yesterday what the homicide rate was. We had 12 deaths in Meridian for the year. The year before, in 22, we had 11. The year before that, we had 17. The year before that, 15. So it gives you a 4-year count of what we've had. As we look at Jackson, Mississippi, they're a little bit down. They ended 2023 with 135 homicides. I think it was a little over 150 back in 22, so they're down just a little bit.
Yeah.
The new police chief that has taken over says he wants to lower that number. I wish you luck.
Isn't that a given?
Yeah, you would always want that.
Yeah.
But until they all start getting along and back the Capitol Police and let them go outside their jurisdiction if they're following someone who's doing something wrong, crime tends to get worse and worse if bad guys think that there's no punishment for it.
Well, that's the thing, the punishment. And then some of your officers, I've said this a time or two, our officers go out and put their life on the line to bring somebody in that gets pushed right back out and say, don't worry about it. And after you've done that 3 or 4 times, your officers are going, why am I putting myself on the line? Why am I putting myself in danger to not even go back home to my family if nothing's going to happen? So it trickles all the way down. And these great guys that want to do their job, but
and it goes back to our elected officials who either appoint or a person that runs for office. The lawmakers is who we've got to get to. The judges that let people off on it. They've got to know that, well, Mississippi and the United States aren't going to stand for this anymore. Hey, we want to say good morning to Mitchell Tire. They're watching us this morning. We want to say hello to everybody out there watching. We appreciate y'all. Collinsville, Mississippi, right before we get to the 4-way. Can't miss them.
Can't miss it. There he is, straight from Winslow, Arizona.
It sure was. Man.
Had a good time.
That was really, really good.
Had his dad's boots there.
The statue there.
Them and there's some great people over there. They really are.
Known them forever. When we tell you they're honest folks, they're honest.
Yeah.
You need something, drop in and visit with them today. We'll be right back.
It's that time of year again. The Medicare annual enrollment period is here. From October 15th to December 7th, you have the chance to review and make changes to your Medicare coverage. At Parker Marketing Insurance Advisors, you can speak with our experts to find the plan that fits your needs. Don't miss out. Call 601-512-2100 to secure your health care for the year ahead with Parker Marketing Insurance Advisors. Your health, your choice. Make it count.
Rock House Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built-in, or conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie there. This is like Blue Day, and I didn't even realize it.
I just reached in the closet, and there we go.
We've had, this is just horrible for the state of Mississippi, and I'm sure it's happened other places, but we've lost 2 lives in the state of Mississippi to hunting accidents. Both were absolutely an accident. One was 17 years old. We can't stress enough sending condolences to the family members of this. This is just, it's bad. Both are considered to be, again, accidents. So we wanted to bring that up. Practice safe hunting if you're going out with all this.
Brian said, is it just me or is it pretty cool outside? No, it's pretty cold.
Yeah, it's cold. Go ahead and use that word.
And then somebody asked earlier, I don't think you're going to see any snow flurries tonight in the morning, but the snow's been took out.
It just breaks my heart. As I look at national headlines, Donald Trump has confirmed, and help me with her name,
Melania.
Her mother is extremely sick, and that's where she's been by her mother's bedside. We do hope that things turn around, but it's not looking good at this point, is what we're hearing. 300,000 crossed illegally into the United States in December. That's a heap of folks there.
And you know what? I wonder how many of them's getting free insurance and free checks off of our backs.
Could already be happening.
Yep.
We look at what happened in Japan. We know of 6 at this point. The number could be climbing as that earthquake that hit it. I don't know if everybody's looked at these pictures of the road split, but we do know of 6 that have died. We do know that there were 5 people that were taken out on the airplane that landed, that crashed in Japan. A lot of tragedy there this morning. Think about them. Let's see here what else that we've happening here. We even had an earthquake. I've always heard since I was a kid, maybe it was Superman movie that made me think of it, that California would one day crack off and fall into the... How many times have we been told that?
Well, I think that's the dream that we've all been wanting to come true.
Rude awakening. They had a 4.1 magnitude earthquake there. No one was hurt, but it happened on New Year's Day around Los Angeles. And what was the movie that had The Rock in it about that? St. Andrews, Saint something, fault line, or
yeah,
he was driving a helicopter or flying it rather. The Rock, y'all know what I'm talking.
Yeah, y'all know what it is.
Yeah. That it also had that same philosophy there that major earthquakes would hit. But I've heard that all my life, and I've never been. There is absolutely nothing in the state of Mississippi that I've ever heard of that would withstand a major earthquake. How do you say that word?
Andrews. Well, we've got one of the biggest faults right there in Jackson, Mississippi.
Do we?
Yep. And it is right smack dab under the Coliseum.
Didn't know that.
The Coliseum was built directly on top of the one of the largest faults in the world.
Well, I learned something
right here in the state of
today.
Mississippi. So, yeah, we could be splits in half.
Gail says she likes the new decorations. I think we'll have this leading up to Valentine's Day. This was called winter, is what I was told it was.
Yeah, because it's cold.
Let's look over here at the other winter side. There's winter over there. Boy, that camera's crooked. Have to straighten that out. Chair's empty. Nobody's over there.
Empty.
No studio guests. We've had a wonderful time today, and we thank each and every one of you for letting us be a part of your lives and into your homes.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't want to do this to anybody else, but we've enjoyed doing it to every one of y'all.
Bugging you.
Wanted to say a big thank you, too, because the TikTok is taking off.
Yeah.
So going to be some big things coming here soon with the TikTok. Scotty Ray is getting bigger and better with this. Scotty Ray Report is reaching more people in the world. We're in 12 countries.
Yeah, and we have reached, we're down to
42 states.
Yeah. We got a couple up there in the extreme northern portion that hadn't listened to it. Bless their hearts. We're trying to expand there.
Yeah.
But there ain't but 12 people in the whole state of Wyoming?
And we got one of them anyway. Oh, never use TikTok. Is it safe? It's as safe as anything else out there, Ruben.
And I did. I held off for the longest for that reason of not going there. And then finally, after consulting that this is a platform that's not going away, we have added that. It is strictly video on it, to where your Facebook and your Twitters have text. That one is 100% video. So and it depends upon where you are, what people like of each platform, or the way they like to read their headlines.
Well, you get the younger crowd. The younger generation is a TikToker. So we got to go where they are.
Yeah. It has to expand and go to places and beyond. Infinity and beyond.
Infinity and beyond. But one thing we do know, infinity, and that's God's love.
Oh, boy.
God has blessed us, blessed me, blessed Scotty Ray, and I wouldn't want to do life without him in my heart. Today, for this new year, bring Jesus into your heart and ask him to forgive you of your sins and bring peace into your life, and he can do it. We enjoyed y'all being with us every day, especially today, because we love you just like Jesus does. Hope you have a great day. See you tomorrow in about 23 hours from now.
One last shameless suck-up before we leave. You need to wish your wife happy birthday again.
Happy birthday. I love you, baby. And happy birthday, and I got a surprise for you.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.